MiniWarGaming's Beat the Cooler Bat Rap!
Menoth begins their turns, going with the getting my focus back, not upkeeping Escort. The monk activates, he goes to swing a punch because it doesn't cost him anything to get up after being knocked down. And he kills the first guy, just totally destroys him. And then he makes his second initial at the other guy, who he hits, and then 3 dice damage because he is Weapon Master, and kills him as well. So he's now free for when they miss again. And then Iana comes over, or Lady Iana moves over, and Holt stays up on top of the hill. She does Kiss of Lilith on the Gladiator, and it goes off. And then Holt starts firing away. He hits and does 1 point of damage to one of the Citrati, fires again, and he hits and does no damage, and then fires again. Oh, does 1 point of damage, sorry. Alright, just had to adjust it because I couldn't see because the card shifted inside there. And that's it for him. The Vanquisher moves up, and it fires its blast, like it should, needing an 8 to hit. And it does miss, so it deviates a whole 1 inch. So it hits right between and lights them all on fire. And is a POW 8, killing the first guy. And then doesn't know. I can't tell if it kills it because the dice isn't quite on the camera, so give me a sec here. And the last guy dies. So it killed 2 of them and nearly killed the one guy in the middle. But he's on fire again. Then the Vassal's going to turn over and have him shoot again. This time shooting at the Gladiator. And it does a miss. But it deviates 1 inch to 4, hitting both the Bronzeback and the Gladiator. And I think it clips, 2 of the Citrati there. It does no damage, but now the Exemplars charge, and they rush across the ruins that are my old Judicator. And he gets ready, because we got to measure it because it really matters, because you can only move half speed over the hill, or over the terrain. I'm mathing it out right now, seeing if I could try and get it. So, it's unfortunate, but he does not make it, so it's all up to the one Exemplar. Oh no. Yeah, so he just runs and he does not make it. But the other guy gets to attack. He does hit, and it's dice plus... Oh man, he kills the Bronzeback. It was a great swing. He kills it in one fell swoop. It was POW 16 plus 2 because of minusing his armor by 2, and he was also ignited, and it was just a phenomenal roll, and it kills the Bronzeback in 1 hit. That was the moral of the story. Is Feora does her fire step, lighting a couple of the Citrati, trying to kill these guys. Does no damage, and the last guy here, it hits him pretty good and lives by 1 box, of course. The next guy does no damage, and the next guy, no damage. The next one, ooh, there we go, 4 damage. We actually killed one, so that's the first Citrati that we've actually been able to kill, even though they've been on fire all game. And the last guy, he gets killed as well over here. As we move into the beginning of Skorne, we're rolling for the fire, but we don't roll because Feora is nearby and fire doesn't go out. No damage to the Bronzeback. Dice minus 4 on the first Citrati. 2 points of damage. And he takes a bit more, but he's still alive. Next guy, dice minus 4. 2 points of damage, which does not quite finish him off. He's at 1 as well. Next guy, dice minus 4. He kills that one. So we do actually finally kill another Citrati. And then dice minus 4 as well. Kills that next Citrati. And dice minus 4 on the last guy. Blam, 2 damage, which is not quite enough. So he's alive, but that's okay. Feora is going to kill that whole unit. And now his Warcaster moves over, just kind of sitting behind the wall, measuring control, getting all ready. Now, he messes up here because he casts Carnage, but he made the mistake that it's not if you are within your control range do they get the additional to hit. It's if the target that they're going for is within the control range. So he moves up here. He's actually charging up, but he wants to leave exactly his melee range of distance between me and him. And then this guy moves over as well. And move over. They're actually just moving in. They're not actually charging. So he just kind of moves up. And basically he's going to try and kill all of these guys all in one attack. Because he does not want those guys attacking anymore, seeing as they just killed gladiator in one attack. So, swinging away, he misses with the first attack. Second attack, he's going for that guy. 5s to hit. Miss. And then now there's one left, and he does hit, which kills him because it's anatomical, but there's one left. So now his Bronzeback has to deal with him because he can't leave him wandering around with POW effectively 20 Weapon Master. And so he needs a 5 to hit. He hits, and he's armor 20, but it's dice minus like 1, and it kills him. So he's dead, and now the Bronzeback attacks the Vanquisher. It does a hit, and I believe it's dice damage because he's armor 19. So swings away. Does dice minus 1, so he does 6 points. Blam, 6 to there. Second initial. It is a miss. Nope, it is a hit. That's right. It would have missed the other guy, but it hits the Jack here. So dice minus 1, 7 to 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Buys an attack, swinging at him once again. Needs like a 3 to hit, something crazy good. Hits. Dice damage, 6 to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And now he buys another attack, and he hits, and it does dice damage once again. Blam, 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Still going. Still going. What? And then he's gonna miss. Oh. Nope, he's debating whether he wants to buy this attack. He does. He hits. He does dice damage. He needs like an 8 to kill. And he rolls a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I realize that he has he's a 5 Fury. And so he buys again. 3 to kill. Blam. That is the end. The Vanquisher. I'm just going to turn him around, but he is wrecked at this point. Now, these guys, they adjust because they really don't want that monk getting away when they fight him. So the first guy, miss. Second attempt, miss. Third guy, miss. Oh, no, that's it. He's hit him. Dice minus 3. He does it. I gotta make my tough. And nope. So that is the end of the Agellant of the Fist. The Satrati move over, aiming to gang up on Feora because she's all by her lonesome over there. And they seem to think that they can kill her with a combined melee. And they hit dice minus 7 because she's sitting on all that focus. And he does 9 points of damage. So that was really unlucky for me. But the Menoth begin their turn, trying to see if we can get in there. The vessel moves up, decides that he's just going to try and hit him with a psychic blast thing. And it does hit. But unfortunately, it is only POW like 12. He had forgotten that he could do his countercharge at this point, but it didn't matter anyway, and he did no damage. Ayana moves over, just trying to get in there, and tries to do Kiss on these guys. It easily hits. And now Holt is going to shoot, and he hits. Now it's dice minus 6. 5. Kills that guy. Blam. The next one. Blam. Dice minus 6. Nothing. And then I was very disappointed in him. Now Feora has to activate. She does Fire Step to get placed within 3. So she just kind of shimmies back. So her and Ayana are just going to sit there hip to hip. And we'll just move the terrain to make her fit in there because I'm terrified. 6 is to kill. Does not kill that guy. And then the other guy. Oh no, it was enough to kill him. My mistake. And then the other guy. Not quite enough to kill him. So I shoot him with my flamethrower. And it's a 10-inch spray. So it's getting him and all 3 of those guys. First guy hits the Satrati. And I'm not sure why I boosted that. But you gotta do it. And I do no damage. It was minus 6. These next guys, first guy is a miss. Second guy is a hit. And the third guy is a miss. But we killed one. And then the fire damage on this guy. Blam. Or rather the flamethrower. That was what killed him. Now dice minus 7. I actually do a bit of damage to the Bronzeback here. He takes back as much fury as he can. And he makes sure he doesn't threshold. And he does not. So he's alright. And then he does Defender's Ward on himself while he sits behind there. Now he moves his swordsman over to go after the vassal. I mean, why go for the vassal? He hasn't done anything to anybody. He's just hung out all game. First attack hits. And dice minus, I think, 4. No, dice minus 6. My mistake. 3 points of damage, and he just barely survives, but that was only the first attack. Second attack, dice minus 3. One more. Still alive by 1. Oh no, dice minus 6, that's right. It was dice minus 4 against the monk. This guy's a bit stronger, but it doesn't matter. That is the end of the vessel. He is dead now as well. These guys move up. She had actually cast Carnage on herself. That was the other spell that his caster had done, because like I said, he misunderstood how Carnage worked. So he moves up, and he's thinking that he's within his control, so he's going to get the +2. But it's actually, he has to have me within his control. So he's swinging away, and he's not hitting Iana. Bronzeback moves over, just kind of lining himself up, because he's going to have to go in there and finish this himself. I get my focus back on Feora, and there was actually an objective in this game where we had to try and hold like the middle of this board. There's this horizontal square or rectangle, if you want to be specific like that. And Feora moves over, fire steps, moves back 3. Basically, the moral of the story is I can't run towards mine or his table edges. Fiora's got to stay in that middle column to keep it contested so he doesn't just win automatically. If you wonder why, I'm not just like running away. But anyway, I'm moving back and I do Ignite on Feora so that she can get that extra power. And Iana moves over and Holt comes running to hang out with them. First I was going to move, and then I'm like, forget it, I'll just run and we'll see if these 3 can kill a Bronzeback. So, Skorne begins, dice minus 7 for fire, still no wounds on the Bronzeback, and he gets the Fury back. He upkeeps Defender's Ward, and now his caster starts moving around. The Bronzeback gets riled to just rile it, and then moves over. And then the Spearmen run, their Swordsmen run, closing in, getting ready for the final confrontation between Iana, Holt, and Feora. But Fiora's already proved a monster and has, through fire or spells, killed nearly everything on the board, or at least the Citrati. 1 to upkeep Ignite. Now I'm going to do Kiss of Lilith. I need a 4 to hit. And I miss. Which, really, that could have been a game changer right there. But now Holt fires away, aiming for the front swordsman. He gets a hit, and he kills him. Now he fires at the second guy. He's staying stationary. He's getting the bonuses to hit here. Hits him, and kills him. And then tries to shoot the last guy after getting promoted. Or rather, he doesn't shoot him. But now Feora charges the Bronzeback, because if I don't charge him, he'll charge me, and I can't move back any further. Hits on the charge, and it does like 11 damage here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tons of damage. It broke his spirit in one fell swoop. Buys an attack, and she hits. Dice minus 3 on the attack. Now, it would have only been dice minus 1 if that kiss had gone through. So I decided to boost it, because why not? Dice minus 3, she does 8 more to 6. And 1, 2, because his spirit's gone, so it goes onto the mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mind is now gone. Buying another attack. It hits. And just going for damage, dice minus 3, 5 to 6. And so more body damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I do Fire Step with my remaining focus. It does 2 damage to his War Beast, which the worst part is, had he been hit by the kiss, it would have killed the Bronzeback. And then she moves back, and of course the Fire Step killed the other guy there. Dice minus 7 on the fire. Still no damage. Bronzeback, he gears up, gets ready to charge. First he starts with his caster, though, who casts... Well, first she has to heal it, because the thing got killed pretty bad. And so, heals 1 for spirit and 1 for the mind. Because if he didn't do that, then, well, it's not going to stand much of a chance. And then he uses Carnage, because it basically depends on whether or not the Bronzeback can kill Feora. And now he's debating whether or not he wants to hide behind the wall. He finally decides to do so. But really it comes down to whether or not he can kill me right now. He needs 6s to hit. And he does. And then it's dice damage. Blam. And that is the end of the game. Feora goes down. But we got to shake. And we are now tied for one game. And the next one will be the decider. And there's going to be no crafty objective. We're just going to try and kill each other again.